My beloved child, you've been feeling it, haven't you? That quiet, constant pressure in your heart, that gentle sense that something is changing, even though nothing around you looks different yet. It's not anxiety. It's not confusion. It's me. I've been whispering to your spirit. I've been nudging you because it's time. You were never meant to stay here forever. The place you're in right now, it once brought comfort. It once felt like home. But lately it's been feeling smaller, tighter, unfamiliar. That's because your spirit has outgrown the space you're in. What once held you safely can no longer contain the greatness I've placed inside of you. You didn't fail here. You didn't miss anything. This place fulfilled its purpose. It grew you. It taught you. It stretched you. But now it's time to move forward. You can't remain in a room that I've already left. My cloud has shifted. My presence is calling you forward. So I tell you now, pack your luggage, but not your clothes. Pack your faith. Pack your surrender. Pack your trust. Because where I'm taking you, you'll need those more than anything. This next place is not just bigger in size. It's bigger in purpose. It's filled with promises you've only dreamed about. It's a space of healing, restoration, and divine favor. It's a territory where your gifts will no longer be hidden, your voice will no longer be silenced, and your pain will finally make sense. You've cried long enough in the hallway of waiting. You've watched others walk through doors while yours stayed closed. But I was preparing something tailor-made just for you. Not secondhand, not leftover, but yours. You didn't miss your moment. I was simply taking my time building something that lasts. And now, the time has come. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now, pack your luggage, leave behind the fear, lay down the doubt, remove the labels others placed on you. Break off the lies the enemy tried to tattoo on your identity. What's ahead cannot be reached with what's behind still in your hands. You will not walk into your next carrying the weight of yesterday. So breathe deep, wipe your tears, stand up in faith. This isn't your final home. I'm taking you somewhere bigger, somewhere brighter, somewhere higher. A place where you will no longer feel like a guest in your own life. A place where your name is already known. Where favor meets you before you knock. Where doors swing open because I already walked through ahead of you. And if you're ready, truly ready, then lift your voice and drop this in the comments. God, I'm ready. Take me where you've prepared for me. Let heaven hear your yes. Let the angels get their assignments. Because your departure has been confirmed. Your bags are being checked by grace. Your gate is opening in the spirit. Now listen closely, my child. I'm not just moving your body, I'm moving your life. And every step you take from this moment forward is a step into destiny. Stay close, keep watching. I'll guide you every mile of the way. It's time to move. Where you are is not all there is. My child, I see the weight you carry each day. I see how you try to stay strong even when you feel like breaking inside. I see the way you wonder, is this it? Is this all there is for me? But let me tell you the truth. Where you are right now is not where I intend for you to remain. The place you're in has done its job. It has shaped you, tested you, and taught you lessons that could only come through experience. But the reason you feel confined, the reason you feel like your spirit is pressing against invisible walls, is because your soul was never created to stay in a place this small. This season was never permanent. It was preparation. You are not stuck. You are simply being stirred. This is not the ending. It is the middle. This space, this routine, this environment, these limited surroundings, they were tools I used to develop you. Not the destination I promised you. You've looked around and thought, why does it feel like everything is repeating? Why does it feel like I'm not growing anymore? That's because the soil here has given you all it can. The fruit it was meant to produce in your life has ripened. Now it's time to move forward into new ground. When I told Abraham to leave his homeland, I didn't give him all the details. I didn't show him the full map. I simply said, go to the land I will show you. And in faith he walked. This is your moment to walk. Not because what's behind you is broken, but because what's ahead of you is bigger. Don't let the comfort of the known keep you from the power of what's coming. Your current environment may look manageable. It may feel safe, but it is no longer equipped to hold the level of blessing, growth, and purpose that I've placed within you. The version of you that I've been forming, stronger, wiser, bolder, It cannot fully flourish in the same atmosphere that once kept you hidden. Even a healthy plant will wither if it stays in a pot that's too small. This is why I'm removing the walls. This is why I'm shaking things loose. I'm making you uncomfortable, not to punish you, but to push you into greater. Let go of the belief that you must stay where people expect you to stay. Let go of the fear that says, if I move, I might lose everything. No, child. If you don't move, you risk missing everything I have prepared for you. I'm not asking you to abandon responsibility. I'm asking you to step into destiny. You've cried tears in this place. You've prayed desperate prayers here, and I heard them all. That's why I'm answering now, with movement. Don't mourn a space that has already served its purpose. The heartbreak you went through, it broke you open to make room for more healing. The job you lost, it freed your hands to build something new. The people who left, they made space for divine connections. And the silence? That was me, drawing you closer, preparing you for this very word. This isn't your final home. The wilderness was part of the process, but it is not your permanent residence. Lift your eyes. There is a new land ahead, one flowing with purpose, peace, and divine timing. You can't see the full picture yet, but trust me, I'm painting something far greater than what you left behind. So breathe deep, my child. Where you are now is not all there is. Greater is coming. Keep walking. The luggage is spiritual, my child. When I said, pack your luggage, you may have looked around and thought of boxes, bags, and belongings. But I'm not talking about your clothes, your furniture, or your shoes. I am speaking to your spirit. This journey I'm calling you on is not a physical one first, it is a spiritual one. And for where I'm taking you, what you carry inside matters more than what you carry outside. Pack your faith, because there will be moments when you can't see what I'm doing, and you'll have to trust me anyway. Pack your obedience, because delayed obedience will delay your promise. Pack your courage, because there will be doors that look too big and challenges that seem too strong, but I will be with you. Leave behind everything that I didn't give you. Leave the insecurity, leave the fear, leave the guilt that others put on you. These things cannot come with you into the next season I've prepared. They don't belong there. Some relationships may not survive this transition, not because they are evil, but because they were only meant for a chapter, not the full story. Some habits you've relied on to cope, they won't help you in the place I'm taking you. You must learn to draw your strength from me now, not from the patterns of the past. There are ways of thinking, old mindsets, broken beliefs, that you must lay down. You cannot move forward with the same thoughts that kept you limited before. I'm expanding you. I'm renewing your mind. Child, hear me clearly. Travel light. What you carry in your heart will either make this journey smooth or difficult. If your hands are full of bitterness, how will you receive my blessings? If your heart is crowded with resentment, how will you recognize my appointments? If you carry the offense, the pain, the betrayal, the regret, your steps will be slow, not because the path is wrong, but because your soul is heavy, and I want you to move freely. Forgiveness isn't always for the other person, it's for you. You don't forgive because they earned it. You forgive because your purpose cannot afford the weight of a grudge. Release them, not for their sake, but for yours. Every time you hold on to something I told you to release, you delay what I've prepared to release to you. This move, this divine shift requires space. Make room in your soul for joy. Make room in your days for peace. Make room in your thoughts for hope again. Because what I have ahead of you is more beautiful than what's behind. But you'll never see it if you're too busy staring at what broke you. I'm not asking you to forget the past. I'm asking you to stop living in it. You've carried the pain long enough. You've held on to disappointment like armor, afraid to dream again. But you can't hold both fear and faith in the same hands. So let me help you unpack the lies and repack the truth. Let me carry what you were never meant to carry. Pack your luggage with trust, with surrender, with expectation. Because the place you're going, the doors you're about to walk through, and the favor that's about to fall on your life, they're waiting on a lighter, freer version of you. The version that believes again. The version that dares to hope again. The version that walks into new places with open hands and a steady heart. You don't need to bring everything from before, you just need to bring me. And child, I will carry you the rest of the way. When doors close, it's a sign to move. My child, you've been wondering why everything seems to be falling apart, why the people you trusted are walking away, why the plans you made are no longer working, why doors that once opened so easily now seem locked shut. But I need you to understand this. I'm not punishing you. I'm positioning you. When I close a door, it's never to harm you. It's to help you. I never remove something unless it's no longer part of what I'm building in your life. Some places were only meant to carry you for a short while. Some people were only meant to be in your story for a season. And some opportunities had to end because they were keeping you from my best. You see closed doors as rejection, but I see them as protection. You thought you were losing, but I was actually leading you away from the places that couldn't carry the weight of your future. Not every no is the enemy's doing. Sometimes it's me, stepping in to stop you from settling for less than I created you for. You weren't meant to stay in rooms where your purpose is ignored. You weren't meant to stay in circles where your spirit keeps shrinking just to belong. You weren't meant to keep pouring your heart into places that drain you instead of build you. When doors close, don't chase them. Let them shut. Let the silence come. Let the goodbyes happen. Let the shifts unfold. Because what you may call a loss, I'm calling preparation. I've seen what you cannot see. I've heard the conversations you weren't present for. I've watched the hearts that smiled at you but carried hidden motives. So yes, I closed that door because I love you too much to let you stay in a place that would only stunt your growth. And yes, I allowed that friendship to fade. Not because you didn't matter, but because the attachment was pulling you in the wrong direction. The closed door is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of the right one. You've cried over the loss. I've caught every tear. But soon, those tears will turn into joy. You will see what I was doing behind the scenes. You will understand why I had to end what you thought you needed. Some endings are necessary to make room for my new beginning. Don't fight the doors I've shut. Don't try to fix what I've released. When I remove something from your life, it's because it cannot follow you into your next chapter. You've been asking me for more. You've been asking me to take you higher. But child, new levels require clear spaces. You cannot carry old weight into new places. So instead of asking why things are falling apart, ask me where I'm taking you next. Instead of mourning every goodbye, thank me for every silent protection you didn't even see. I never subtract without the promise of addition. I never close without the promise of something greater to open. You may not understand now, but you will. In time, you'll look back and realize that closed door was the best thing that ever happened. Because without it, you would have stayed, and staying would have cost you everything I've been preparing. So lift your head, child. What feels like a setback is actually your setup. You're not being buried, you're being planted. Let the closed doors be your sign. It's time to move. A bigger place requires a bigger faith. My child, the place I am taking you is not a small upgrade. It is not just a slightly better version of where you've been. It is far greater than you can imagine. It is bigger in purpose, bigger in impact, bigger in blessing. It is a land flowing with what I've promised you in secret. But for you to enter it, your faith must grow larger than your fear. What's ahead of you will require deeper trust than what you've ever had before. I want to elevate you. I want to take you higher. But I can only take you as far as your faith is willing to go. The familiar will always feel safe, but safety doesn't lead to purpose. You've been standing at the edge, asking for clarity. You've been praying for signs, waiting for all the steps to make sense before you move. But I never promised you full details. I promised to be with you. Remember Peter? He didn't walk on water because he saw the whole ocean. He walked because he heard my voice. And that's what I'm asking of you now. Will you follow me when the map is missing? Will you trust me when the road looks uncertain? Will you step when it feels like your feet are too weak? I know it's not easy. I know your heart wants to hold on to what's known. But faith doesn't grow in comfort. Faith grows in movement. Faith is not built in answers, it's built in obedience. You've asked me to show you what's next. But I am asking you to move first, to trust first, to walk by faith, not by sight. Let go of the idea that you need to have everything figured out. Let go of the pressure to understand it all before you begin. I am your guide. I am your waymaker. I don't need you to see the whole picture. I need you to take the next step. You've prayed for bigger, you've believed for more. Now I'm asking, can you trust me in the stretch? Because this new place won't look like the old one. This new assignment won't feel familiar. This new opportunity may come with a little fear at first, but remember, fear is not your master. I am. I won't let you sink. I won't leave you halfway. I won't call you out into deep waters and then walk away. What I start in your life, I finish. But you must walk. You must trust. You must believe. Don't look at the waves. Look at me. Don't wait for perfection. Walk in obedience. I know you don't feel ready, but you don't have to be perfect to move. You just have to be willing. And child, this bigger place is already waiting. The doors are open. The timing is right. But I can't take you into greater if you're still clinging to lesser. Let me grow your faith. Let me build your confidence. Let me carry you when your feet feel shaky. You don't need all the answers. You just need my voice. Follow it. Step into the unknown with me, and you'll discover that I've already made the way. I don't give destinations, I give direction, and I never fail to lead those who trust me. The promised place is prepared for you. My child, you've been waiting, wondering, and hoping. You've asked me, Lord, is there really a place for me? And my answer has always been, yes. There is a place already prepared, a space made just for you, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by my design. I've already gone ahead of you. Before you prayed for it, I planned it. Before you desired more, I had already arranged more. The place I'm leading you into, it's not random. It wasn't put together in a hurry. It wasn't borrowed or handed down from someone else. It was crafted with your name etched into its very foundation. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to prove yourself worthy of it. You don't need to strive, compete, or beg. The door I'm opening was always meant for you. The house, it's ready. The healing, it's ready. The connection, the resources, the breakthrough, they're already waiting. I've been aligning people, timing, and details in ways you couldn't see. Even in moments when you felt stuck, I was working behind the scenes. Heaven has been preparing while you were growing. I haven't forgotten you. I've been getting everything in order, but now I ask, are you ready? Not ready in your strength, not ready because you have everything figured out, but ready in your heart, because readiness isn't about what's in your hand, it's about what's in your spirit. I don't need your perfection, I need your response. Will you answer when I call? Will you trust me when the next step feels unknown? Will you follow when I ask you to move? You've asked me to release the blessing, but I'm asking, can you release control? Because the moment you say yes, fully, honestly, and completely, things begin to shift. The moment you respond, angels are dispatched. The moment you agree, the door starts opening. The moment your heart aligns with mine, the delay begins to break. You're not waiting on me, I'm waiting on your surrender. This promised place, this land of healing and new beginnings, is not far away. It's not waiting in another decade or in someone else's life. It's not in the someday you keep imagining, it's in this life, this year, this moment. But to step into it, you must walk with me in trust. You must believe that what I've prepared is better than what you're holding on to. You must let go of the doubt that says, maybe this isn't for me. It is for you. I created it with you in mind. You won't need to force it, you won't have to chase it, you won't need to manipulate or worry your way into it. You only need to follow me. Day by day, step by step, I've cleared the path, I've lit the way. Now all I need is your yes, not a maybe, not a half-hearted agreement. A full, surrendered yes, Lord. And when I hear it, heaven will move, creation will respond. The doors will begin to swing open, not by your strength, but by my hand. You don't need to see the full picture, you just need to know, the place is prepared and I am calling you into it. Now child, are you ready? The warfare before the move. My child, you've felt the pressure increase. You've noticed how things that once felt calm have become intense. You've seen strange resistance rising up out of nowhere, and you've asked yourself, why now? Why all this trouble when I'm trying to obey God? But hear me clearly, this is not a sign that you're doing something wrong, it's a sign that you're about to step into something right. You are on the edge of something new, something divine, something powerful. The enemy always attacks the hardest when you're close to a breakthrough. He knows you're no longer content with staying where you are. He knows you've decided to move forward, and he's afraid that heaviness in your heart, that tiredness in your body, that battle in your mind, it's spiritual warfare. It's the shaking that comes before elevation. It's the noise that comes when hell realizes you're about to leave captivity behind. You were not born to remain bound. You were born to shift atmospheres. You were born to carry light into dark places. You were born to break chains that others could not. That's why the enemy has tried to stop you. That's why the storm has grown stronger. But listen to me, you are not moving alone. I go before you to make the path straight. I stand beside you to give you strength. And I surround you with my presence, so nothing formed against you will succeed. What you're facing is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to reveal what's inside of you. And child, there is fire in you. There is grit in you. There is a warrior in your spirit that the enemy hoped you would never discover. Every time you kept going when it was easier to give up, you were training. Every time you worshiped while wounded, you were advancing. Every time you chose faith over fear, you were stepping closer to the promise. I allowed the pressure, but I will not allow your defeat. No opposition can override my orchestration. What I've spoken over your life cannot be erased. What I've prepared for you cannot be stolen. The enemy can make noise, but he cannot stop the move I've planned. This warfare is not the end. It is the evidence. It is confirmation that you are closer than ever before. When labor pains intensify, it means birth is near. So don't shrink back now. Don't let the noise distract you. Don't let fear paralyze you. I'm using even this pressure to prepare you, to strengthen you, to strip away anything you don't need for the next place I'm sending you. You may feel weak, but my power is made perfect in weakness. You may feel tired, but I will renew your strength. You may feel surrounded, but I've already secured your victory. Keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting. The shaking will not last forever. The night will not stretch endlessly. The storm will not destroy what I've built in you. You are almost there. Hold on, child. Heaven is backing your every step, and soon this warfare will give way to wonders. What's coming is bigger than you think. My child, you believe I'm simply taking you to a better place. But that's only the surface. I'm not just changing your location, I'm changing your legacy. Where I'm leading you will not only bless you, it will bless others through you. The steps you take in faith now will feed generations after you. The seeds you plant today will grow into trees of shelter and provision for many. You've been hidden, overlooked, and delayed, but not forgotten. Now is the time I bring you from the background to the front. Now is the moment I shift you from waiting to walking in purpose. This move is not just about elevation, it's about assignment. You will enter rooms where your name has already been mentioned. You will be given opportunities you didn't chase because you followed me when it didn't make sense. You'll look back one day and say, "Thank you, Lord, that I didn't stay where it was safe." Because what I'm doing is far greater than you imagined. This isn't just a step forward, it's a divine leap into everything I created you for. Stay ready, child. What's coming is bigger than you think. This isn't the end, it's the beginning. My child, don't grieve what you're leaving. Don't hold on to what has already finished its assignment. What you're walking away from is not being taken, it's being replaced. I am doing something new in your life. Something fresh. Something beautiful. You don't have to understand it all. You just need to trust that I'm in it. The season that's ending served its purpose, but it is not your final chapter. I didn't design you to stay stuck. I made you to move. I made you to grow. I made you to rise. You've waited in the hallway long enough. You've been faithful in the quiet place, and now I'm opening the next door. And when it opens, walk through with confidence. What's ahead is not just a new location, it's a new identity, a new level of purpose. A new revelation of who I've always called you to be. This is not the end. This is the beginning of everything I promised. Child, pack your luggage. Say goodbye to small thinking, limited belief, and every lie that told you you'd never rise. This isn't your final home. I never meant for you to stay here forever. I'm taking you somewhere bigger. You've waited. You've wept. You've walked through fire, and now it's time. The doors will open. The way will be made clear. The release will come suddenly. All I need is your yes. Heavenly Father, we come before you with open hearts, ready to leave behind the things that once held us down. We thank you for the seasons that shaped us, but now, God, we say yes to the next, yes to the bigger place, yes to the divine shift, yes to your leading. Remove every fear and doubt and replace them with boldness and clarity. We trust that where you are taking us is filled with peace, provision, and purpose. Seal this word in our spirits and let your angels go before us. In Jesus' name, amen.